What up, guys? We're here talking about a Toy Story movie. Yeah, Toy Story 5. Who would have thought they made another one? I'm not surprised. I mean, obviously, I knew about this. They said Toy Story 5 was happening way after Toy Story 4, so yeah, no surprise. Obviously, Toy Story 5 is a big movie because it's another one. Toy Story in general is one of the biggest movies ever. I think everyone has been a success, literally. Um, it's just a great movie. I personally think it's one of the greatest animated franchises of all time. It gets so much hype and it's so iconic and everyone loves it. And it's like, how could you hate Toy Story and all that? So yeah, obviously Toy Story 5 was going to happen. Toy Story usually does a good job of like advancing their story and to tell new themes, which I was happy for. And I thought the whole concept of like introducing technology into kids and seeing what would happen with toys are there as well was a very good concept because it's like that's what's happening nowadays. Toys are, I mean, it really depends on who you ask and who you talk to. Like, yeah, toys aren't like a big thing anymore. It's nowadays tech and video games and even movies and all that, whatever. And then I don't know. I think this was a good like this was a good continuation for the story to go as far as like a theme and a story they could tell. I think they did a really good job here. I like the concept of it and all that. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good movie. Here's the thing though. It's actually the lowest rated Toy Story movie for me, but I'll get into that. So, Toy Story 5, like I mentioned, we have here I am Rotten Tomatoes. What is it? We got 93, no surprise, and also no surprise, people actually liked it. Uh, IMDb gave it a 7.6. I don't know why I have to, whatever. And Letterboxd seems to be here around 3.7 with a lot of reviews coming in at the 8s. Uh, but yeah, and actually, let's just talk about it right here. The box office, whew, already $500 million. And I said this before. I have a video of it somewhere. Obviously, you could find it if you want to. But Toy Story 6 is definitely going to happen now. Maybe. Who knows, really? Even like all these times. Like, look, you can literally watch it anywhere. I shouldn't need to go over the cast for this movie. Obviously, it's better just to talk about who's new. Greta Lee playing Lilypad. Didn't know that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty sure everyone is literally here again. Even Combat Carl. Okay, yeah. A Bad Bunny was here. Yeah, there was someone who was playing Bad Bunny, but I forgot. Yeah, Keanu Reeves, obviously. This movie's like cast is stacked. And I'll talk about voice acting in a minute. Obviously, the big guys we got Tom Hanks, Joanne Cusack, and Tim Allen. And yeah, even Wallace still doing Rex, John Ratzenberger doing Ham and all that. So yeah, everyone's here. It's like the Avengers. Everyone's here to do their role and do their thing. Um, Animation wise, this movie was really, really good. I don't think this movie did anything too crazy and like over the top like Pixar kind of did a while back. And I'm gonna probably just not expect them to do anything more over the top anymore. Like yeah, it was a pretty movie, but like Pixar, there was a time where like they really went above and beyond when it comes to their movies. But I don't think they need to do that anymore, considering also this is a movie about toys, so there's only so much there's only so much you can do with a movie when it's about toys and how good they look and everything. Um but yeah, obviously Toy Story 5 came out and was announced. People thought like, "Oh wow, another one. This is milking the cow. This is a cash grab." I don't think so. I don't agree with that. Considering, like I said, Pixar always takes care of their movies, and they seem to always take care of Toy Story. Like it seems to always get the like best love and attention. Look, Knife Wife is back. Um, and I was pretty excited for this movie. Me personally, I was like, "Oh yeah, Toy Story!" Like they literally have never missed. But like I said, it's also the lowest rating one. This movie does focus more on Jessie as a character. Um, we get to learn a little bit more about her backstory and like her role when it comes to like this new story. Now that she's kind of like the sheriff, Woody's off doing his own adventures. She has to be the one to like. She's not really like a leader, but she's the one like in charge of a lot of the stuff. But Woody does come back to help, which some people didn't like. Um, we got to learn more about her backstory and like what happened with her owner, but not like too much. We only got to see more of it really. That was the only big thing. Um but yeah, it was a decent story. There was a lot of good lessons to learn when it comes to this, or not a lot of lessons to learn. What am I saying? It's a Toy Story movie. I think for a children's movie, it's a good movie because there's a lot of things they can learn. Because this deals with like what happens when a kid has technology and access to it. What happens if they're on it too much? Like how does it affect their friendships, and how does it affect their even health? Because like I don't know if it was intentional, but there was a lot of moments where Bonnie with the new iPad, which I'm just gonna call an iPad, she wasn't acting herself. Like she was also just like physically not well at times. So I really appreciate this movie for doing that because I think it's important for kids to like learn these kind of lessons. Like, hey, technology is like can be bad for you if it's like used excessively or like this much. And I'm glad they incorporated it into the story. Um, and then obviously this introduces this whole idea of like what's going to happen to toys if technology replaces everything. Like tech can do anything, and this movie was like, hey, I'm going to show you why toys are important. Yeah, story wise it was good, really good story. I don't want to say too much about it because I think everyone should watch it, and it's a really good one. um yeah, I liked it. Voice acting, let's just talk about it because it happens. It's there's a lot going on. This movie does the same thing when it comes to its voice actors as the last two. Well, no, the fourth movie. There's just too many fucking characters in this movie, and they're all important because we get to know them, and like not all of them play a huge role. Bullseye and Jesse are way more active, and Buzz and Woody are probably one of the most active. There's an army of Buzz that help out for a while in this movie, and we even get introduced to like new characters here. Let me see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see this image, but there's like these other Tex toys that like, yeah, here we go. Like this, and this character are like new to the story, which of course when you watch it you'll know. They're part of another child's house. But yeah, there's too many fucking characters, and I understand the story has a main like few characters that are the main focus. But man, does it feel awkward when Ham or Rex or Slinky says like one line or three lines throughout the entire movie? It's like, why are they even here? I don't even think Mrs. Potato Head talks. And I don't know, man. I know like they don't want to just like have another situation where every character's gone. And I appreciate a lot of characters still staying in the movie. I think that's cool because like no one, it's not really like a sad movie. Everyone's here, the whole family, except for Bo Peep. But my God, man, there are so many moments where like characters just do nothing and they say two lines. It's kind of bad. Also, not only do they only say a few things, a lot of the characters don't do anything. They're just in a box for half of the movie. Like I said, the main characters are like Woody and Buzz. There's Jesse, Bullseye doing their thing, and there's some other tech toys. And uh, what was I saying? I think I just saw it. Lily Pad, yeah, obviously the new character. Uh, they're basically the only characters in this movie that are doing things in the army of Buzz as far as toys go. Everyone else just barely do anything. They don't contribute to the story, and that sucks because it's like, again, like this just goes to show like there's so many characters. It's like, what are you here for? What is your purpose? Forky, who was a main character last movie, like doesn't do anything in this movie, including his wife. It's just they're here. And it's cool that yeah we still get to see everyone. I really just wish, and I've said this to people, they just need to make a TV show about because there's way too many characters and they're not getting enough love and attention. So they might as well do that. Um, Setting wise, the movie goes to a lot of or goes to some familiar places and some cool new places. But mainly, it's kind of like familiar, but it's not really. You'll understand what I mean when you see it because I think it's a decent surprise when you get to this new house. It's a pretty funny movie. There's some good jokes here and there. They didn't do like any like bad jokes from what I remember. There wasn't like any stale moments or dry moments, and I think the movie was pretty entertaining the whole time. I wasn't bored of anything. I do think there is some pacing issues throughout the movie where it's like it's just going on way too fast, and I really wish the movie would just slow down. And also, like the beginning scene of the movie is pretty good, and yeah. Oh yeah, they make a lot of jokes about Woody like balding and also getting like a beer belly. So yeah, it's pretty entertaining. Just some weird pacing here and there, and yeah, obviously, like this movie is gonna have a good lesson and theme for kids to learn. And I think that's the most important thing when it comes to kids movie. And I think it does a pretty good job about it. Toy Story 5 is pretty good. It's worth watching if you love Toy Story. It's not a cash grab. It's pretty good. I think the biggest issues is that it has is with most modern movies where the pacing is weird and sometimes the jokes are not always well. No, actually, no. It's just the pacing, really. And I think pacing is so important when it comes to movies. There's a Pizza Planet truck. Pacing is just so important to me. I feel like when it comes to certain movies, because it's like you got to let kids like absorb these things. Yeah, there's not really much left to talk about. Toy Story 5 is worth it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty good, and I think people should watch it, especially kids. They'll love it. I think it's a pretty good movie. But yeah, that's Toy Story 5, everyone. What do you guys think? And let me know. Let's talk about it. And yeah, everyone have a great rest of your day.